Thanks for joining us. In the last video, we sailed from Dominica to the island of St Lucia, where we got a slip at the Rodney Bay Marina. We got a rental car and drove down south to the town of Sophia to see the infamous pitons. The pitons are the symbol of St Lucia and are two volcanic plugs that rise over 2,000 feet from the sea. The pitons were made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2004. Next, we drove to the Sulphur Springs Park, advertised as the world's only drive-in volcano. You can indeed drive into the dormant volcano and park in the crater.
Wish you could have smell-o-vision to see how bad it smells here. I guess you have to crack open some eggs and let them ferment. There you go. Crack a bunch of eggs open, let it sit out in the sun all day, 2 or 3 days, then watch the video and you'll get the same effect.
How is everything uphill?
No, it's downhill. What are you talking about? It's absolutely downhill, isn't it? Oh, getting harder. Come on, old man. Oh.
It is said that the early tribes would sacrifice virgins in order to appease the gods when the bubbly pools were very active, indicating the gods were angry. Luckily, no such worshipping takes place today.
You're getting your $10 worth. See some bubbly mud.
Now here's the other bubbly mud. We opted not to pay for the sulfur springs, but looking back, I wish we had. It's supposed to make you look 10 years younger. We drove through town and got out to check out the main square and the waterfront area. Now time to search for lunch as we head back to Rodney Bay. And look what we found, a Kentucky Fried Chicken. You may not know this, but KFC is more popular than McDonald's in many of the Caribbean islands.
It's finger-licking good.
We are Rob and Michelle, and this is our 2001 ML Super Marimu. Her name is Luna. Come along with us as we sail to new places.
Look at that, folks. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Wow.
A volcano has erupted on the Caribbean island of St Vincent, forcing thousands to evacuate.
Luckily, we are at the top of St Lucia, so we are nearly 60 miles away. Most of the ash blew south, but we did get a minor dusting. We were hoping to get our decks repainted, but with the ash, we decided to postpone that project for another day. We were able to get our bimini refitted. We even had Kenny make side and back screens so that we can use to deflect the sun and mosquitoes. When we don't need them, we can roll them up or unzip them and take them off. So in the last video, we cleaned the bilge and replaced some burned out deck lights. We have repaired the bimini. Next on the list is repairing the deck. Whoa, what is happening here? Unfortunately, for some time now, water's been getting beneath the top layer of the deck through a tiny crack. We noticed the deck feeling softer than it should. Now we need to remove the top to see what is below. Elvis wanted to cut into the wood here to see if there is any damage. We got this one piece here, and he squeezed it. We saw the moisture, so we tried the second spot, and it actually came up in pieces, so we definitely got some water damage going on.
So we are with the honeycomb closed cell board, and we'll replace it with, instead of doing foam or the wood. So the theory is that water doesn't penetrate and go past this. Whoa, like 1 minute I was looking at it, it was all loose and not, you know, you can work with all of a sudden, look at boom, it's hard. It's like a snap of a finger, all of a sudden, oh, there it goes. Oh, that's real close. That looks real good, actually. Yeah.
Here is the finished project, but the paint is still wet. We do plan on repainting the decks. It may be sooner or later depending on how everything dries and looks here. Luckily, we got the decks done before a big rainstorm swooped in. Very nasty day here in St. Lucia. Been raining non-stop. Especially over that way, I'll have to zoom in. That is kind of crazy what's floating through the marina. The next day, all this trash was trapped in a corner by our boat. I grabbed some trash bags and picked out what I could reach. The saying, no good deed goes unpunished. Well, I don't think it works that way on a boat. You can still be brushing your teeth when the water stops running.
Go!
This is a prime example of one of these unplanned boat projects.
This is all before coffee.
So what are we doing this morning, honey?
Find out why we don't have water pump. No pump, no pressure.
Run. And when that doesn't work, you bring in the big guns.
Looks like our diaphragm seals are probably what's bad on the pump. So now we'll go to the marine store and see if they got a replacement.
Show everyone our nice, pretty new pump.
Yay, new pump. Hard to be excited.
Rob's a little grumpy because he still hasn't had his coffee yet. Another thing we decided to tackle here in St. Lucia was to get our saloon cushions reupholstered. Your skin sticks to the seat, and when you get up, it removes the material. And the cushions are looking pretty bad now. So we decided to try using a fabric and found a really cute tropical pattern. We'll see if we like this better. If not, I guess we can always change it in the future. It's time now for some fun. We drove over to the Pigeon Island National Landmark covering 44 acres. The trail starts along the water where you pass several old buildings and an old cistern. This is the dinghy dock you can dinghy over to. And I guess you can eat at the restaurant when it's open. And just past it is an old graveyard. This is the house of Josette Lee, who was an eccentric British lady who called Pigeon Island home for nearly 4 decades. She's a legend in the memories of many St. Lucians. She always welcomed people to come over and have fun. Sounds like my kind of lady. We made it to a beautiful viewing platform. Just a gorgeous view of Rodney Bay. Pigeon Island used to be just that, an island. But in 1972, they artificially joined it to the mainland. Next stop, Fort Rodney. Oh my. Almost there. Fort Rodney was built in 1778 by Admiral Rodney. At 225 feet, it sits high on a hill, making it an important observation and defensive site since the French base in Martinique was only 25 miles away. He even ordered all the trees to be cut down to better view any approaching ships. And what is Rob doing over here? He's peeking into the powder magazine where they stored all the gunpowder. Over there is Signal Peak. That's the next place to check out. And as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. Let's go. This area was built so the soldiers could be hidden and still look down on both sides.
Not much. Shell's over here being lazy, doesn't want to walk anymore. Secretly, nobody knows what's in her bottle. It's Red Bull, actually.
Red Bull, yeah. I need some of that.
That sounds pretty good right now. Oh, and social distancing out here in the forest. Very important.
Yeah, seriously.
It's hot out here today.
Nice cool breeze though.
Yeah, a nice breeze. That's the only thing that's saving out here is the breeze. But probably about 89 degrees, maybe 90. Nice tropical day. But look at the view. In a few days, we'll be setting sail. straight out into the ocean that way to Bonaire. Well,
Oh, I thought that said wait a trail. I thought it said wait. Like this is where you wait till you're ready to go up the trail. Oh no, I'll tackle it. I'm a sucker. Which way we go, George? That way?
So we'll do this as a snuff film. So if I'm gonna record going up, and if I die, at least we'll have it all on tape. Fat man falls downhill. That'll be the name for your YouTube video, honey.
Oh, okay. Just don't take me with you.
No guarantees, man. Yeah, this is steep hill. Well, we're still alive, but we're still got quite a long way to go. Of course, the camera doesn't show how steep this is. Well, we made it up and we didn't die.
Yay! While Rob rejoiced, I sat down to catch my breath and enjoy the view. We won't bore you with our not-so-graceful trip back down the 330-foot high peak. When we reached the bottom, we arrived at the practice range.
So that big rock out there, between trees, was used for target practice for the launching the big cannons.
Oh, funny.
It's the thing that's up in there, the big rock. Oh.
The park here hosts several events. Every spring they host the St Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. Well, here's an idea for anyone planning on getting married in the future. Come here to St Lucia. This is so awesome. There are so many remnants of the past.
Make sure I haven't posted this anchor for sale. No lowball offers, please.
At the edge of the park is the officer's galley. Speaking of galley, we are pretty famished, so we headed over to the beachfront area to grab some lunch. So, in honor to commemorate our 10th PCR test, we're going to change traditions. We're not going to bore you with all the gory nose pickings. We're going to do something different. We're going to take a shot of Fireball because, well, we need it this time.
Good stuff.
Okay. I think we're ready to go in now.
Yep.
Thank you so much for checking out our video. Stay tuned where we find ourselves leaving St. Lucia and heading to a whole different chain of islands called the ABC Islands. So stay tuned for those future videos. And thanks again.
If we hold tight, we can chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water is warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why we'd wait. Grab some glasses and the atlas, we can prove we're smarter than a phone. Let's go where there's no reception, see if we can make it on our own. Breathe deep in your chest. If we hold tight, we can chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water is warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why. Let's go where the river's taking us. Over fields and through the country, letting go of everything but us. If we hold tight, we can chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water is warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why we wait. Hold tight, let's chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water's warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why we'd wait. We don't need a destination, let's go where the river's taking us.